Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self Storage. It's Monday morning. I don't know what that was. That means we go through my week in numbers. And can I just say, it's a disaster at Stormore HQ, and I shit you not. Last week, do you know what? It was so good in so many ways. That we kind of broke out on TikTok. We had over 100,000 views, which is awesome. I sold tons, well, not tons because that's hundreds. I sold a lot of my course, which is really good. And I've just been having a conversation with somebody this morning about it, two people actually. And I genuinely feel, and I'm not trying to sell you it, there's no links in there for my course or anything, but I genuinely feel uncomfortable at the price it is because it is genuinely life changing. And I feel like it's so sodding good that I feel uncomfortable with the price. And the only reason it is this price is because somebody, my marketing girl said, Dean, let's sell those first of all, prove concept, and then we'll up the price. I'm like, yeah, all right. But every time I get a sale, I'm like, yeah, oh no, but it's only for 2.5 grand. But yeah, I do. I genuinely. Anyway, I don't want to talk about my course because I don't want to be that salesy guy. So let's get on. So, that, like I said, there's some good and bad things happen. Last week, I did over 25 miles for running for the first time since changing my back, so that was good. Course sales was good. Self storage, rubbish. So that's no good. Let's get into it then. How many quotes did we do? And by the way, I'm going to have to be as quick as possible. And I know that's ironic, seeing as I spent a minute talking about my bloody course. We're going away, me and the wife. It's our 13-year anniversary today. And so we're going to away to Windsor races tonight, and we've got a nice little meal booked there, which will be awesome. And then yeah, we're going to have a few little drinky poos and travel back tomorrow, staying over the night. It's a 3.5 hour drive, so yeah. And the kids got to get the kids to school and stuff. So right, 127 quotes minus 2,540 square foot. Uh, it's absolutely shocking. Reservations 22. All right, I won't do it anymore. Reservations to quotes, conversion rate was 17%. Move-ins was 16, so 13% conversion rate. Oh my good God. Terrible. Absolutely shocking. So my revenue last week was 50,895, 1,700 at Glasgow, 9,000 at Mansfield, 6,500 at Wrexham, and by the way, I'm rounding up and down here. 7,500 at Clough, 4,000 at Beverley, and 22,300 at Willoughby. We did, as you know, 22 reservations. Jackie Boy was the top dog with 8 reservations, nearly double everybody else. So that is awesome. And we also did 6 bookings online. So that's 1. Oh no, sorry, 3. So 6 people booked online, but we did the first initial follow up with them prior to that. So yeah, officially there's only 3 people who booked online. Weekly figures, individual sites. Right, let's dive in. Willoughby, amount of quotes 33. There was 5 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 15%. There was 7 move-ins, so a conversion rate of 21%. These are really low figures for Willoughby. This does not normally happen. It isn't a good week in terms of conversions at Willoughby. Normally, they're very, very high conversions at Willoughby. Clough Road are normally rubbish conversions because it's so competitive. Willoughby is normally good, and yeah, it's not looked that way this week. So hopefully, it's only small sample size. So hopefully, what I believe is that we've got loads of opportunities next week to get in touch, engage with these quotes, and get a big conversion rate. So I'm a glass half full type of guy. That's what I think is going to happen. We was up 280 square foot at Willoughby. 860 moved in, 580 moved out, 280 up. So that's good. 363 internal rooms occupied, 51 containers. We're 84.4% occupied, so that's not too bad. £20 average sales per move-in, merchandise sales that is. Only 4,700 average insurance. And this next week, we're due to move in 570, and we're due to move out 400. So this next week at Willoughby, just Willoughby, by the way, we are due to be up. Everywhere else, I think that we're due to be down on most places. Clough Road, 33 quotes. Reservations was 8, so that's a conversion rate of 24%. Move-ins were 6, so that's a conversion rate of 18%. 425 square foot moved in, 385 square foot moved out. So it was up at Willoughby and up at Clough Road. So where the hell is this negativity coming from, Ben? I'll show you soon, don't you worry. So 40 square foot up there. Average insurance sold was £5,833. This next week, Clough Road is due to move in 150 and due to move out 465. Ugh. Beverley, amount of quotes, 4. 4 quotes at Beverley. You what? Get this. No move-ins. You what? So that's a 0% conversion rate. Guess how much square foot moved out at Beverley? 805 square foot. 805. Every single time we do an expansion, we spent over 100 grand on double stacking. Every time we do an expansion somewhere, we just lose. We lose square foot. So, yeah, interesting. 87% occupied. So it was still a high occupancy. We've got 83 rooms occupied. Due to move in none this week and due to move out 50. So not good there. Wrexham. Why? Do you know what? I hate doing a podcast. I hate it when we've had a bad week. I hate it. 22 quotes at Wrexham, 5 reservations, conversion rate of 23%, 1 moving, conversion rate of 5%, 50 square foot moved in, 560 square foot moved out, down 510, £3,000 average insurance. This week, we're due to be up at Wrexham. Again, we did an expansion at Wrexham. Ever since the expansion, it's gone boom. 4 move-ins for 400 square foot and 5 move-outs for 360. Mansfield. What did I used to say? Mansfield, the site that keeps on giving. Don't anymore. It gives me headaches. Right. 29 quotes. So good on the quotes. Reservations. 2. I'm going to say it one more time. 2. 7% conversion rate at Mansfield. That never happens at Mansfield. Never happens. We've got a WhatsApp group, and I'm on the group on a Sunday night going, guys, we need to look at these conversion rates. We need to look at this. We need to look at that. We need to look at this. And I'm like, sorry, this will be the last message. I will not send you any more messages. And bless them, they all reply and they're awesome. But yeah, it was like, what the bloody hell's happening? Right. When I did actually say this time last week to the team that this is almost good because I feel alive because anybody, and I mean anybody, can run a self-storage company in the last 5 years and be profitable. Anybody. And I genuinely mean that. So if you're running the self-storage now and you've done well so far, do not blinker yourself and blindside yourself and have views of grandeur from yourself. We need to be humble and we need to go, at some point, this is going to get much, 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 much more competitive. I promise you, everybody right now is running a profitable self-storage. But the problem is that when we are running a profitable self-storage, we all think, and we can't help it, ego, we all think we're very, very good at our job. We all think that we know what we're doing. When, in reality, I would say that the vast majority, that's harsh. You don't know what you're doing. No, I genuinely think that I put myself in this as well, that we need to up level. We need to up level and we can't rest on our laurels. We can't just think what got us here will get us there because it is going to become more competitive and we all need to up level our skills, whether it be marketing, whether it be sales, whether it be branding, whether it be social media, whether it be PPC, whether it be SEO, whether it be getting these quotes in, whether it be thinking outside the box, guerrilla marketing, whatever it may be, we'll all need to do more. We'll all need to be better at some point. And I'm not saying this is the start of it because I still think we've got, certainly in most areas of Goldilocks where self-storage just works. I think that is going to continue to happen for the next 5 years. But all we can see is what happened in America. And I'm in a mastermind in America and I listen to these people saying, well, 5 years ago, we could open anywhere and it would work. 10 years ago, honestly, we all thought it was simple. And now it's tough for everybody. If you're not in a roadside position in America, it's only a small sample size again, it's a group I'm in, they are saying you are struggling. You are struggling. They're struggling to get customers because they're not on a roadside pitch. And so I do think at some point that is going to happen here. If you're not in a good location, then you will going to have to think outside the box. You're going to have to do things differently. You're going to have to do things outside the box to get quotes, to get customers. Anyway, let's talk about Mansfield. 29 quotes, 2 reservations, 7% conversion rate. We've got one moving, conversion rate of 3.45%. 345 square foot moved in, 1,570 square foot moved out. Oh my God. 1,225 square foot down. We're currently 80% occupied, 196 rooms internally are full, 29 containers are rented out. We just bought another 10 containers as well. 80.38% full. Average insurance was £3,000. This next week, it's going to be a bad one again. 260 in and 525 out. Glasgow. 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 No, still don't work. Sorry, you Scottish. Glasgow. It's shocking. Sorry. All right. 6 quotes. Two. I don't know why I'm so happy. I'm looking at these figures. I'm thinking, why are you happy? just look at these figures. They're terrible. Right, 6 quotes at Glasgow. Reservations 2, 33% conversion rate. 1 moving, 17% conversion rate. 80 square foot moved in, 400 square foot moved out. We're down 320. 53 internal containers occupied, external, sorry. Store occupancy is 89.47. Average insurance this week was £7,000. We got no move-ins and no move-outs. A good thing about container sites. And I genuinely, at the minute, think container sites, for me, are the way to go. The lifetime value of a customer, I was going to say it's higher, but they stay longer. Obviously, they're paying less for the internal, but they definitely stay longer. Your churn rate is lower, 100%. And so, therefore, I just think I think a container site is a little bit easier to run. But we'll see, because obviously I've only got one. I've only got 2 external sites, soon to be 3, with South Shields opening, doing the grounds work, etc. Get planning for that, and then there's some others in the pipeline as well. So we'll see. We'll see if it's right what we think. But obviously you've got to get the right position. You can spend a fortune on grounds works as well. If the ground, like Glasgow, it costs a bloody fortune because the ground won't great. But I don't mind putting the investment in because I know it's going to be a good site overall. Right, reservations this week, as you know, 22, move-in 16. It was not a great week. But glass half full type of guy. I actually think that it's going to be a good week this week. Right, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I can do a podcast in the hotel or somewhere. Right, see you soon. Bye.